Hello and welcome back to the channel, everyone. I hope that you all are well and you're having a nice time. So I'm back with another video, and in this one I'll be running you through the team selection for match day 2 of the UCL Fantasy. We will obviously be looking at the potential picks, and we will obviously be looking at the limitless draft that I have prepared for you guys. So match day 2, 3 and 4 are the probable options to use your limitless, and if you think that things are still going downhill with your original team, you can just play the wild card after the limitless. So this is how things are in the UCL Fantasy, and match day 2, a potential week where a lot of managers do play the limitless as part of the fixtures. My choice would be match day 3 or 4 with the similar kind of fixtures. You can assess things in match day 3 and go for the limitless in match day 4. So yeah, we'll talk about all that in this video. Meanwhile, if you have not subscribed to the channel already, please do that. We are only short of 20 subs. And then we will be, at the 1,000 subs mark, which is going to be very, very helpful for the channel. You guys have supported me throughout. It has been a 3-year journey with all the struggle and stuff. And I am very thankful for all the love you guys have given me on this channel. And hopefully we can grow more and more. We are covering obviously the FPL, the Fantasy Premier League. We are covering the UCL Fantasy and the Bundesliga this season. And hopefully I would be able to bring more and more content in here. Throughout till the time I am here and utilizing the YouTube for content creation. So now we're going to be looking at the team, and as you can see on your screen is my team, the big Lewandowski. That is what I've named. And sorry if my voice seems like a little bit distorted. I've got flu and a sore throat, so yeah, sorry about that. Now looking at the team, Julian Alvarez got me 11 points and Robert Lewandowski with 6 points. Obviously, Lewandowski underperformed. Felix was the one who did get big points. So if you went on with Felix instead of Lewandowski or doubled on both, I think it was a potential move. And, shout out to you guys, whoever did that. And obviously, Erling Haaland has been disappointing. He has been disappointing in the Premier League and now disappointed in the Champions League Fantasy 2 with only 5 points, from whom I was expecting a lot, obviously, with the armband on him. Then Kimmich got me 9 points. Thuram got 1, who he was subbed on later. Obviously did not start the game. He was expected to start but didn't do much when he was subbed on. Then obviously Jude Bellingham, I gave him the armband, took a risk, and he provided me 22 points with a goal. That was, you could say that a lucky goal, but Bellingham has been getting those goals, and I'm very happy with the pick that I did, and obviously with the armband. Now, a lot of managers who, saw the blank of Erling Haaland went on with Sane. So both of them were good choices. Bellingham got 22 if you captained Sane. He also provided 22 with the, star of the match. Now, obviously, I had to take out Xavi Simons, who's on the bench for Thuram. I was expecting Thuram to, go big in the game because his match was a bit later on, before the deadline. The substitution window closed earlier. So I went on with Thuram and took out Simons, who had potentially 3 more points than Thuram himself. Di Lorenzo got an assist, which was very nice. Di Rome got me 6 points even after conceding the goal. And then obviously Cancelo with 7 points and Marc-Andre ter Stegen with 6 points in that game. So 90 points, I wouldn't say that those were some bad points. I'm very excited and very happy with the points I got. And I think I made some of the right choices with the transfer strategy I had. Now, if you look at the leagues here, now let's check the rank. I'm not expecting a big one as of now because we're going to be targeting that top 100 or top 200 in the world. As of now, I'm 20k, 36 in the country, and obviously 826 in the Barcelona league. And obviously in the leagues, the main leagues that I'm playing, I'm currently on 1st and 2 and 5th in my own league. So obviously there are better players, above me, and I have to go chase them to get that first rank in this one. And the aim for this season is obviously to get there, to finish in top 100, somewhere in top 100, because it has been a while playing the obviously the fantasy stuff. Now if I come back to we look at the fixtures at the end. Let's just come back to fantasy football. Now if I come back to the fantasy football stuff, I'll show you how the team is looking like. Now, this is what my team is looking like. I've got Erling Haaland up front, who has been pretty disappointing in the Premier League too, not gonna lie. Julian Alvarez, he has been pretty nice, got 2 free kick goals in 2 back-to-back games, so I'll be holding on to him. And obviously Robert Lewandowski, Xavi Simons, Bellingham, Kimmich, Di Lorenzo, Akanji, Cancelo and Rome in defense. Simons, Bellingham and Kimmich, obviously the midfielders. There is Thuram and Sane sitting on the bench that are in the midfield. Fran Garcia, the defender, and ter Stegen and Samuel, who has got Inter at away, is going to be a tough one. Now, if I do make, let's just, set the team first. Let's put on the dates here. Let me just make some subs here. And what I'll do is, let's see how the shape of the team is looking like. So he will come in. Obviously won't play, but I'll just, still put him in. And then obviously Fran Garcia has the game earlier than Rome. Let's just put him in. Thuram comes in. Simons goes out. And Leroy Sané comes in, who's got the first fixture. And yeah, so this is what I have got from the team, from obviously my team with the 4 substitutions. You can make unlimited substitutions before the game has started, so do not worry about that. You can obviously bring them all back in. So I have actually put things up according to the according to the dates of the game. So this is how the team is shaping up. If we look at the transfers, I do not see a lot of moves that I fancy this week. And one thing I was currently looking at is either I'll get rid of Thuram here and just go for the likes of let me just quickly search midfielders here so you guys can see. I'll just scroll it down. I just saw that the screen, the full team is not visible. So now if I do come here in the midfield, obviously Kevin De Bruyne is injured, so we wouldn't be obviously looking on to him. I'll go by the points here, match day points here. This is the filter that I'd use, and could go for Bryce Mendes, who I think has a potential fixture against Salzburg. Obviously, Real Sociedad has really been impressive. They ended up losing the clean sheet in the previous game and got the goal, but Bryce Mendes was very, very good in that game. So I like to player could come in, and I could bang the other free transfer. But as of now, I am thinking of bringing in Bryce Mendes for Thuram. But I'd see how things go for Inter today. They are currently playing when I'm recording the game. So let's see how things go for them. If Thuram looks exciting, I might just leave him in. And the other move that I could make is get rid of Rome and not think much and get Lenormand in for just 4.5. So this way I can obviously bank my one free transfer, go with the extra one in the other game week and have 3 there. Other than that, I don't see any of the transfer possibilities that my team needs. I've got Lewandowski, Alvarez and Haaland up front. Then obviously Jude Bellingham, Leroy Sané, Thuram, Kimmich and Simons in the midfield. Di Lorenzo, not the best of fixtures, but I am expecting attacking returns from him. Akanji, Fran Garcia, Cancelo, Lenormand in the defense. And then Samuel and Marc-Andre ter Stegen in my in the goalkeeping department. So this is what the team is looking like. Now if I was playing that, if I was playing that Limitless, in Limitless you do not have any budget and you can go all out, you can go all rogue with the players that you want to bring in. So if I was playing this is obviously my transfer strategy. Now if I was playing the Limitless, which I won't be this week, I will wait till game week 3 or 4, but if I was playing it, this is how the team would look like. I have saved a draft that I made earlier today in my phone, so I'll just quickly open it up here so I do not make any mistakes with that. Now the transfer moves that if I was playing the Limitless, and keep that in mind that there is no budget in the Limitless. Julian Alvarez will go out of the side. Let me just take everyone out of the side so that you guys do not get confused. I'll just quickly take out everyone from the side. So now we will be discussing the Limitless Draft, and the transfer moves is I would prefer keeping Julian Alvarez because of his good form, and instead of Robert Lewandowski, let's just go a little differential and let's get Felix in the team. Now you can go for Felix. Other than that, you can hit on and go for Mbappe because there is no budget restriction. He has got Newcastle, but that is an away fixture for him, and we're not sure how he would perform in that fixture. So you can go for Kylian Mbappe, you can go for Erling Haaland, but my choice would be Felix for this one because he is being involved in the game by Xavi Hernandez a lot, and I think that this could be another potential fixture for him to provide those attacking returns. The third striker is a very, very good one, and that is obviously Sir Harry Kane. Now this is what the forward line would look like for me with obviously the players that I currently have in mind. Now when we come back to the midfield, I would hold Jude Bellingham, Leroy Sané. Other than that, there would be 3 massive changes coming in, and that would be now as we are talking about this, Saka was Saka limped off the field and we're not sure that if he's fine or not. if he is fine and if he goes, he's expected to start, I'd definitely keep Saka versus Lens. That is a good game for Arsenal. And then obviously the other one would be Odegaard for me. No other choices in there other than Odegaard, because he's in such a great form. Now, if there is no Saka, you can obviously, downgrade Saka to Trossard and go with Trossard and Odegaard, which is a good fixture for Arsenal. Now, who would be the fifth one? And that would be none other than the guy who, I actually pointed out in my own team before when I was talking about the transfers. It is Bryce Mendes. So the midfield is set, the forward line is set, and we are talking about the Limitless because there is currently no budget in the Limitless, because that is what the Limitless chip is all about. Now we're going to be looking at the goalkeepers first. I'd keep Ter Stegen in. I'd definitely keep Ter Stegen in. Let me just put it. And you can go for Raya at the back, or you can look at Oblak too if you want to. So you can go for Oblak and Ter Stegen at the back, or you can get Raya here, which is obviously a no-brainer. Can get Raya here. Or other than that, if you are looking for a little bit of thrill, you can cover that Inter Milan's defense by bringing in their goalkeeper at the back, which is obviously Somers. So this could be the goalkeeper duo with obviously, Ter Stegen and Jan Sommer, two great keepers in here. And you can currently see that I have 23.5 remaining in the bank, but do not worry about the budget. Just go rogue if you're playing that. I would definitely keep Di Lorenzo here. Ruben Dias would come in. Di Lorenzo has that attacking threat in him. So I do fancy players like that. And then obviously João Cancelo remains in. Davies comes back here. And now the last choice is a little bit of difficult one. Alphonso Davies comes in, and the last choice obviously is a little bit of a difficult one. You can either go for Hakimi, which is obviously not a bad move. You can either go for Hakimi in here, or you can, go a little differential, just a little differential, and get Tierney in. So as we're talking about it, Tierney did get injured in the Real Sociedad game and he was subbed off. So I would just be happy with another option. Let's just look at what other options we have in terms of the defense. Now if I do put this back here, press defense, apply filters, and see what are the players that are selected by a lot of managers. So there's obviously Hernandez, who's got Dortmund, a leaky Dortmund. You can go for Hernandez in here. Then obviously there's Hakimi, who I talked about, Bastoni, Ake. I wouldn't go with Ake. I already have Ruben Dias in the game. Dumfries is there. Saliba is there. So it is totally your choice who you would want to go with. You can also look at Rudiger because, Real Madrid seems to look like they're gaining their form back, but it won't be an easy one versus Napoli, and that too at away, obviously. So there are a lot of options. Let's just go with Theo Hernandez as of now because he has got obviously a leaky Dortmund. Dortmund is conceding goals, and Milan was, very, very, very good in the previous game they played versus Newcastle. So this could be the potential limitless draft according to me. Obviously, you can make changes according to your plans. You can fit in Haaland up front. You can fit in Kylian Mbappe up front, but you can only fit in 3 strikers, 3 forwards, even without the budget. So there are a lot of good options in the forwards, but we are restricted with the squad. We only have to go with 3 forwards, and then you can look at the potentials in the midfields. Like I brought in Odegaard and Saka. Saka if injured, you can downgrade him to Trossard. Bryce Mendes could be a differential here. Leroy Sané, Jude Bellingham. You can obviously go with Kimmich too because they've got, instead of Sané if you want to, which I wouldn't recommend. But yeah, if you're looking at differentials, you can do that. Casemiro could be a big differential here, but I wouldn't go around the United lads after the Crystal Palace game that I saw today. And obviously, Giovanni Di Lorenzo stays in. Ruben Dias, Davies, João Cancelo, Theo Hernandez in defense. All of them with a potential of attacking returns, and that is what I like in terms of the defenders. Obviously, the recovery points are there, but if they do get involved in those attacking plays and attacking returns, there are extra bonus points, and that is usually a lot of fun. Jan Sommer and Ter Stegen. So specifically talking about this fantasy, you can go with a very template limitless that a lot of managers are doing But keep in mind that this fantasy has to be, played on 2 or 3 differentials. If your 2 or 3 differentials really fire, you are going to get that competitive advantage. And obviously that would shape up your rank, because in this fantasy, the players are usually the same. This is a short-term fantasy, obviously not as fit and as longer one than obviously Premier League, which we get to play every week with one free transfer. So you get 2 free transfers here, and then obviously these are for the differentials. And I would recommend you go for a couple of differentials, getting you away from that template, so you can get that advantage from other managers. Because in this one, I'm talking with experience. It is very hard to gain back the lead, or reduce the lead once you are left far behind. So do play your differentials, make some potential points out of this limitless chip. If you are going for this one, I would recommend game week match day 3 or 4 for the limitless, because of the similar frequency of the fixtures. And after 3, you really know that who are the players that you can go for. As of now, this is what my transfer strategy would be. I would use the limitless in either 3 or 4, and we look at the wild card later on in the season, because I wouldn't be using the wild card this season in the group stage. That is some strategy that I came up with, and I would be playing a little different from the last few seasons that I played. So as of now, I would only be using one free transfer, and I told you about bringing in either Bryce Mendes or the likes of Lino Armand at the back. Just one free transfer, got to use it anywhere, and then save one and take it into match day 3 with 3 free transfers. Obviously it is after the international break. So as of now, this is the limitless draft that I would suggest you go with. Obviously a couple of tweaks could be done. You can bring in your players, your potential differentials that you think could fire this week. So I think this is currently it for this one. I showed you my rank. Currently, we are aiming to go more up and up, but I scored 90 points in match day 1. Hopefully, you all ended up on a green arrow, and that is my my wish too, that we all end up at the green arrow before the deadline. I will try my best to gather up live stream. If I couldn't do that, I will obviously update you guys with my final team on Twitter. You can obviously hit me up on Twitter with any questions. You can comment below with your strategies and your transfer plans, and what are your chip strategies. Do let me know that, and thank you all for watching, and good luck for match day 2 in the Champions League Fantasy.